Good evening, and welcome back to Timberborn, where I let the game run and built some things here, and then remembered I wasn't doing that. I was going to show everything on screen, but the only thing that's happened is literally we've had 7 days of a drought come along, so they have built this here. So I was going to set this all up and have it fill the reservoir, and then, what am I doing? No. So, what do we want to do here? We want to change these up to be sluices, and I have a concern here. The concern is that sluices can't go on the very edge of the map. No, they can't. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. Let's put a levee in there. Okay, and then we'll put sluices in here, here, and here. And these guys are going to be set to close if contamination is below 1%. You're the same. Close if contamination is below 1%. There we go. So they will open as soon as contamination comes along, letting the water out this way. Otherwise, the water will come along here and come along. And, yeah. There is a drawback to this plan. And that drawback is also kind of addressed on a comment that Bayuk mentioned, that sluices should go at the bottom of the dam here. Now I want the sluices at the top because I want to obviously fill this as a reservoir and then pour out from the top. However, what I could do, no, I want the water to flow because I want the wheels to spin. So we want the water to constantly flow. So yeah, so I want the reservoir to fill, overflow here, and then when a drought comes along, just this dries up. Basically, that's the whole thing. And then we'll just turn off these pumps here, and maybe we can turn off these pumps here. We don't need those pumps there either. So yeah. So that's I do want them at the top. I do want them at the top. What I'm concerned with, however, is that this is going to fill with bad water, and is going to cause problems for us. Because I want this to close. So what I'm very worried about is that this is going to flood over. Although, that being said, what I could do is not bother putting in sluices here. I could literally just put dams in here. Because these open wider. They're like 100% open, letting the water flow down. So water will pour into these all the time. And then if the reservoir overfills, it will pour out over there. So if there's bad water in here, we'll just have it keep constantly pouring out until the good water comes back to here. But then by the time the good water comes back to here, that could be a very long time. That could be a very long time. If a bad tide goes in here, it could fill this whole thing full of bad water. This reservoir may not work. This may not work. We'll have to figure it out. We'll see. We'll test it. And we'll see. So I'm going to have you open when the contamination is below, close when it's below 1%, and then you close when it's above 1%. So, yeah. Okay. We'll test it. It's the only way to happen. It's the only way to be sure. So our guy's going to come along here and hopefully start filling these up with things. So here they come. Oh, some beavers are hungry. That's fine. It's a long way to go. I'm hoping they can get it built before the end of the day, though. That would be nice. Though we're okay. We're okay for everything because this is still flowing out here anyway. So we need to seal this off, which is fine. So we may do that, like not now. We may do it next time. Or we could start working on it now. It wouldn't really matter, would it? Let's build this first. Okay. There you go. Nice. So that's all done there. That's fine. I could also blow out some areas here so we've got an overflow this side. Although if it fills over the top, it's going to flow over wherever it wants to flow over. So doesn't matter. Okay. Are you done? Yes, you are. Excellent. Right. So I'm going to wait for night time for you to go home, which you now have. Pause. Let's destroy this guy here. And then we put in a load of levees there. Do I want a third sluice there? Don't remember. We'll try it with two. We'll try it with 2 sluices. It's flowing through one tile here, so I think 2 will be enough. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we have chestnut trees being grown here now. You can be shut down because we're not actually chopping down the trees over here anymore. So you can actually be completely shut down. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with the trees and I'm going to say, hey, don't do that, because then now these can naturally spread. So that'll be fine there. And we want to put in, oh, actually, let's put in a gathering flag right in the center here. One should be enough. We'll put it in there. And you're going to do chestnuts. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Right. All the time this has been going, we have been slowly filling on stuff like treaty planks and metal blocks. This is finally made, so we have the bad water here and we've run out of power. That doesn't surprise me. We have no thing through here, so that's fine. We do need to make some paper as well. So let's see here. What we can do here. How are we doing for power? Not great. Not great at all. The water's now flowing through, so hopefully you'll start getting more going now. Yep, okay. Let's go over here and let's put in a couple of pumps over here. So let's move the path away for a moment. Here are those. Let's go with the water one. We want to unlock the deep water pump. The large water pump, I should say. And that wants to sit in... It can only get like 2 of them anyway. So 1, 2... Can't really... I'd like to put one in that goes to the deeper part, if possible. So let's invest into this as well. So we want to get some double platforms here, don't we? Yeah, let's invest in some double platforms. So double platform across there, yes. And double platform across there, and then get a triple platform there, yes. And then on top, we put the pump. One there. Yeah, one there, yes. One there, and one there. And that should be enough. That should be enough. 2 of them are going to pump out that, and then one's going to pump out the deeper water. So that should be well enough for everything we need for our water storages for like all of time, basically. Right, and then let's remove all of that there. I don't know why I paused the game again. There you go. Oh yeah, because wait, pause it when you're planning, because otherwise you don't know what's going to actually happen with the things here. So there we go. Awesome. Nice. Right, so we are sorted. We have 11 beavers are currently injured, which makes sense because explosive factories and other bits and pieces cause all sorts of injuries and things happening there. We don't have enough medical beds to deal with 11 beavers being injured. We can put in loads more medical beds though. Let's do that. Let's build a medical ward somewhere. Let's put them in down here. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. There you go. Medical beds going down there. Awesome. You have no beavers building at the moment. That's a problem. Let's increase the priority here. And let's increase the priority of the medical beds. Come and build those, would you please? So yeah. We're gonna get going here. We're gonna go in here. I wanna see. I don't think we'll be able to, but I want to see whether I can finish up in this episode here. Even if it does mean putting a small cut in at the end where we just build the wonder because we're just waiting for stuff to be sort of created. So here comes a bad side. So this is going to be the test, isn't it? This is going to be the test. Unfortunately, the bad tide's going to make its way all the way over to here before these close. It starts filling, which means this is indeed going to fill with lots of bad water. I need to build a better system here, don't I? Oh, it's actually pouring. Actually, water's pouring out over the sides here. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so this isn't working. We're actually losing some water. That explains why the power wheels aren't spinning anywhere near as fast as they were. Right, that's okay though. That's okay though. So I know this system is going to fail. We know it's going to go wrong. So, boom, here comes the bad tide. The bad tide comes along. These open straight away, which is fine. But what I need to do is I need to seal off this section here, have some sluices in here, so the bad tide comes here, then it only pours out over that way. So yeah. So let's remove this pathway here for the moment. You have closed, that's fine. But of course, the contamination is going to be massive in here, isn't it? So, right. Let's up the priority of workers in these guys. We definitely want to up the workplace priority in those. And then what we can do is we can shut down all of our pumps here. Long way for them to go to get to work. I can't really... We could come up here and make a shortcut along here, I suppose, somewhere. But realistically, they're here anyway, so... let's put a ladder on the end there. Let's do that. Let's put a ladder on the end there. And then we'll do that. Okay, so... Yeah. But yeah, see, this is just going to fill with bad water. So yeah, so I need to seal this end off here. Somehow with like levees or something, and have some sluices which let the water come out, and then we have just put dams on the other side of these, and then the sluices will close, the water will fill and just pour out the dams. So yeah, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do to fix that, because this is going to be contaminated. They can still pump from contaminated water, it just takes longer to go. So they can still do that. You see, productivity is just lower because it's that might be just because they're not pumping. But yeah, it just takes longer. It just takes a lot longer for them to do anything with. So right. So as we're doing that, let's shut down all of our buildings that require power. Let's empty these water guys along here. We no longer want these guys. Those ones can stay there. That's fine. Yeah, the batteries have died. It's not really a surprise. Okay. We'll get some beavers working in places again, get some haulers going again, doing some things. So, yes, we need to rebuild this. But I can't rebuild this until we deal with the drought, because I don't want beavers going down in the water, causing us problems here. So, what I need to do is... seal off this area here. So I think if we just literally went across here and to there, we could do this. I don't want to put it in yet because bad tide, beavers will get infected. Not that they can actually get to, they might be able to get to this thing here, because if I go and click on the town centre and have a look, see, yeah, see, they can still get down there. Boop. One more. That stopped them. That will stop them going down there. Okay. So now what we can do then is if I levy across, say here. No, here. Oh. I'm gonna put 3 levies in. I know we're we have 2 down here. But I'll put 3 in here because it's... no, we'll do 2. We'll do 2 as well. Let's do 2. Boom. Okay, and then what we'll do is we want to come in here and... yeah. So you see, this is just not working, because what's happening is the water's still coming out because these are still open. So the water's not managed to get in here to clear this out, which means this isn't working, which means this is going to dry out very soon. And then we're going to have all our crops die, and everything's just not going to work for us. So what I think I need to do is open these, which is going to cause huge lots of bad tide coming through, but I can't do anything about it. I need to flush the system. So, yep, because we've contaminated everything here. You are done. Okay, let's get rid of you. Right, let's put in 2 sluices on top of here. 1, 2. And these want to be set to close when contamination is above 1%. Okay, and then we get rid of these guys. And we just put in dams over here. No, not levees. Dams. Dam. Okay, the crops are back. That's fine. Everything seemed to be okay for a bit. You're still letting the bad tide out over here. That's fine. And it will cleanse out all the water that way. Awesome. Okay. So mistakes were made, but we can correct those mistakes. We have the technology, which is fantastic. Okay. I've got 10 beavers now doing nothing because we've got beavers that are no longer ill. So let's unpause all of our industry again and get those beavers working and get them all injured again. Because we do love injured beavers. I don't think the beavers love being injured, but they do like it. They do. Now, interestingly, if any beaver gets injured right now, I'm going to be confused because none of these are working because there's no power in them. So you literally went into work and managed to hurt yourself for no reason. So it'll be interesting to see. So you're doing stuff here. So this, okay, so you've now sealed that off there. Cool. So that means you can build these guys and then the sluices. Okay. That's cool. And we're still high priority with the builders, so yeah. There's still 29 berries in the actual store. They've been there for 17 cycles, so I don't know how good those berries are now, but, well, they're there. Also, our potato... we don't have enough potatoes, I don't think. That's okay. We can plant some more potatoes out the front here. Let's plant some potatoes out here. Boom. And we'll also replant the carrot there. There you go. The bad tide is approaching. Okay, I really need you beavers to come and build this. Like, I really need you. Not too fussed about these, but I really need you to come and build these, please. Come on, beavers. Come on, beavers. Don't go down there. I don't care about that one. Do these ones. Okay, now build these. Go. We've got a day left. And then we're going to have to cut off the... Right, so you didn't get it built, which is very annoying. But I need to cut this off. I can't have you going down here because you're going to get injured. So... let's delete that. Delete the ladder. Okay. Yes, the bad tide is approaching, which is a problem. Still going to cause issues with this flowing through here. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. The beavers didn't get this built in time. Damn you, beavers. Damn you. I know it's a long way to walk, but seriously. Yep. This is going to pour through. It's fine. I need to just let it happen. So now there's no more water pouring through here, which means you will stop, which means this system isn't getting flushed through at all. So we got to suffer for 4 days with all the bad tide in here, which is not great, but I can't do anything about it right now. I just need to deal with it. That's fine. We haven't managed to get any more treated planks or stuff going up here at the moment yet, which is a bit of a pain. You're full on scrap. Okay. So the reservoir in its original form did not work. I saw it happening. I saw that it was going to go wrong. I was like, ah, dang it. Oh well. Oh well, we tried. We tried. We failed. It's okay. So, yeah. Right, so what I want to do is... I need to seal these off, but I need to put down a thing here. So you're gonna just, your water's just gonna be pouring out for the moment and doing nothing until you can get to here to open this, which is a bit of a pain. Let's put in the ladder again here. Oop. So you can build the dams, and the dams will be tall enough to allow the water to flow through. At least I hope, if they can get to build them. Come on. It's just a long way. It's just a long way for them to go. That's the problem. They got to come out over here, pick up the planks, come all the way back to over here. It's a long way for them to go, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, there you go. There you go. So now no water should be pouring off the edge of the map because it's not high enough. It has to get sort of 3/4 of the way up these to pour out. So it's all thrown through here. It will come through here, it will do this, it will hit this. It will be thrown through here because these are just open for the moment. So, yeah, I think that'll be fine. So I'm going to set these to close above 5% contamination. So if something happens to make this more contaminated, they will close again to keep this going here. So that'll be fine. And what I've messed up here as well is all our trees have died. And I now have no way to plant them. So that's a bit of a pain. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we can just deal with natural plant growth, shall we? So let's just do this. Just do this. Let's just do that. Boom. And let the trees do their thing. Although they are gonna, they won't spread into dead areas, will they? Okay, okay. We have enough logs, don't we? Here. Right. Let's put down another. Let's do this. So, chestnut, maple, chestnut. The chestnut should be planted up to there. Pine should be planted up to here. And then we just need to come along and put in a forester that will plant them all, which you can't do there. I'll put you up there. Another bad tide. Whoa. Come on, game. Relax. Oof. We should put the forester up on top here. Where can you reach to? You can reach everywhere. Beautiful. Do that. And now I want you to replant dead trees. And prioritize the chestnuts. Yeah, I'll say, come on, game. Relax already, would you? That's 3 bad tides in a row. Wow. Okay, but that is fixed now. We are still very much reliant on the water wheels flowing through, so as soon as a bad tide or a drought approaches, our power dies completely. So that's our next protocol. That's our next fixer-upper. So the power we can get is with the large windmills are the best sort of things we do. We can put them in line with these guys here. I could put them in line with them as well. Put them over here, put them over here. We can dot them all around and, connect them up to the grid. However, what I'd like to do is have a way for beavers to actually get like in here and do the things. So I think what I'm going to do is put them on a. Maybe we'll go. I'm wondering about raising up this higher so I can put more, like all the windmills in up here and wherever, and have them on platforms above. Then we just have this come down here. So might work better for us. Because then the beavers can actually walk around. Because I need to build them. Obviously, I need to build them. So let's do that. Let's do that. Right. Wait. Let's do that. Let's remove those and no, move those. And then I would put in a power line up again, and then we put in platforms along here. And then what we do instead is I would like to put large windmills in, but I don't have the paper for that yet. So I'm just going to replace the power shaft for the moment. And then we'll do the same here. So let's destroy all of these here. We'll put in a vertical power shaft there and there. We'll put in that across there. And then we'll put in the power line back like that. Okay. So we want to do that because we want to get obviously the power reconnected. Not that it's particularly charging the batteries at all, but we have them, so we should use them. Okay, and then I want to get paper going. Now, paper's obviously requires wood. That's easy. Requires power. Not so easy. So how do I get a? That's what I'm paper. One of those. I might put it there. Let's redirect this path, shall we? Up to there, and then we'll just remove this path here. So yeah, beavers have got to walk around. I'm sorry, but that's just how it's going to be. So let's turn it that way. Put the one in like that. Okay, it's got no power. That's fine. That's fine. We are speculating once again, because right now we're not getting any treated planks in, and we can't get any treated planks to make the wonder, because, well, if we don't have 2,000 treated planks, we can't do it. If we don't have the science, we can't do it. So the power system needs to be invested in to be fixed. So yeah, I could just use beaver power. I tried that before. Going beaver power. It's doable. It's a lot of effort, but it is doable technically. But wind power, water power, yeah, they're the better ways to do things. So there we go. So you're going there, beautiful. We have enough water now pumped out to keep everything going. So I'm going to shut down all of this, apart from the paper and the observatory, so that there's enough power to start charging some of our batteries a little bit. So we can get some paper going, or we can get some things going here. So I want to unlock the windmills. Pause the game for a moment, because I need to remind myself how much space the windmills require. They need a 2 gap in between each other. Okay, so if we were to say we put a windmill on top of there, we have to do one there, one there, one there, one there, and I think they get caught up if you're not careful. So boom, and then dum, and dum. So like that. Okay, that's where the windmills will be. So the windmills in this line as well, but for now I'm just going to put them like that. Okay. So let's run. I think we'll just do this. I'll just run straight lines along, rather than a grid or something. We'll just run straight lines along. And the power can just run all the way along those, like this. Then we just remove those ones, that one, and that one. In fact, to be honest with you, I think we can put in a there. Doop. Yep, and then maybe one down there. Yep, I don't see any reason why the beavers can't reach that in there. So there we go. We will put ones on these junctions here as well, but I want to get I want to use as least amount of time as shutting down the power shaft as I possibly can. So yeah, you are full of paper. I should put a mini storage in. Right, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to remove this storage for the explosives, and I'm going to put in 2 smaller storages back to back here, because we really don't need that many explosives. We're not doing any dramatic, explodey, ginormous, kaboomy stuff. So, yeah, let's not worry about that. I do want to store loads of paper though, so can you please prioritize that, if you don't mind? This is charging here. I do want to do some stuff like, I should even move this over a couple so we can pump out the bad water without affecting the batteries. We could absolutely do that actually. If I put in one there, we could move this guy to be sat back there. I don't know if you can share a space with the sluice, but now we don't need this sluice because yeah, I don't know if you can share a space with the sluice. You're full of bad water because you're full of bad water because we have nothing else. So let's destroy that. We don't get rid of that one. That will let this battery go down even further, which would be nice. We do want to come in with some explosives along here as well, and just blow up some things to get a bit more power running inside these guys, because we can, basically. Okay, so the paper mill is going. That's beautiful. Explosives don't obviously matter at the moment. We have 6 beavers with no jobs. Okay, so let's start the planks in the gear, shall we? We'll start that gear shop as well, because we're going to need them for the windmills. Yeah. Yeah, they run out of gears. That's the problem. Okay. A drought is approaching. Yay. That's fine. That's fine. This works. This is much better. So seal off the area here. Have it just push the bad tide out and get rid of it. And then our reservoir, it's lovely and full and fantastic. And we can do all sorts of stuff with it if you want to. This is probably a bit overkill for all the pumps, to be honest with you. We don't need these many pumps for the amount of beavers we have. But that is okay. Finally, we are getting grilled potatoes coming in. I think the issue as well was that we kept having our potatoes die on us because of the droughts. Not droughts, the bad tides. So we weren't getting a surplus going of those, but now we are, so this is all good. You have rebuilt all these here, so you can have me paused and go off and do other things. How are we doing for happiness? I'd like to get some more happiness going if I can. So what else could we do to get up to like 10 happiness? What other wonderful things could we do? Put a shower in. I don't think we have wet fur anywhere for any of our beavers. A couple of showers in over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a couple of showers in. Yeah, it's only 50 science. And let's clear out that one there. Yeah. And then our beavers can go and have a shower and get nice and clean at night. That's fine. We could also put some decorations in as well. They're the easiest ways to get bonuses. Just put some trees, some bushes in and stuff. So that's fine. The other one as well is using the agora. So we can put the agora in somewhere, and then we can put all the happiness buildings around the agora. So all beavers will go here to gather their social life agora rating, and whilst they're in there, they can also get the bonuses from like the shrubberies and other bits and pieces. So yeah, so it can this can work doubly useful there. That's 400 science, not too bad, I suppose. Okay, so the windmills are running. Beautiful. We'll just get them connected up to the grid and then get them charging these guys, hopefully. But during the day it drops, obviously, which makes sense because we're using power here, there and everywhere. And now it's charging. The windmills are, however, unreliable. They are very much hit miss here, there and everywhere. So it's very difficult to rely on wind power unless you have batteries. So this is our main source of power, and then the windmills come later. I may also change up this to have this run a bit straighter. Like we could change the river so the water runs straight here, so we could do even more power coming along here. So yeah, maybe we'll give that a go. I'm trying to think of something else I can get up to. Let's go with the agora. Let's put that down there. which means we need to unpause that guy because the Agora requires extract to work. And then we can put some stuff around it to get beer. Remember, the happier the beavers, the faster they work. The faster they work, the more gets done. So it's a win-win, win-win-win. Yeah. Okay, so this is all being charged up here, which is fantastic. Unlock explosives, even if it's just the first level of explosives. I know the other ones require... actually... no, we'll just go with the one. Okay, and then I'm going to unlock explosives. I'm going to blow down some holes here. Get this going like this. Okay, so can we put in a bad water pump here? Flip it around. I can. Well, that's very nice. That's very nice indeed. So you can share with that sluice the slot. And then you can pump there. And you will not, you are directly underneath there. So you're not affecting any of these batteries for their things. So, okay. It's ritual time. It's ritual kaboomy time. You ready? Everyone, make a wish. Boom! Yay! Our first explosive. And we're not going to have many of them, to be honest with you. Oh, no, wrong button. That one. Hop. So you go up to 1200. You're 1200 because of the road. You can't go down any further than the road. I could technically run this way, put in another explosive here, which would increase you to 1400. So this is 14, 18, 16. We can get this one up to 14. We can get this one up to 14. So this one's 16, 16, 12, and 14, because you will land here, not on the road. If there's a road, they have to stop one above the road so that beavers can walk through. So it's quite smart. It's quite smart. And we're up to 12 happiness, which is excellent. Excellent. We want the happiness. We want the happiness. So now if I set to beaver, boom, you are 13 happiness. So now your work speed at 10 increases to 40%. So that means if something takes a minute, it's now going to take 40 seconds instead, because he's 40% faster. So he adds 40% onto it. So that's good, which means we get more planks, more gears, more everything. The water pumps faster. Everything just is faster. When the work speed increases, everything increases. It's beautiful. So pop that one out. Pop that one. Another explosive there. I could technically make this even deeper here, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put that in there and make it deeper. I don't think I can make any of these deeper because I can't get over to that. So we can do that. Pop, pop. And then you go down to being 1600. Let's pop that one. Pop. So we've got 14, 14, 18, 16. So, yeah. So we can store even more power. The more power they store, obviously, the better it is for generally everyone. So, yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay. 126 gears. 500 planks. Let's start those 2 plank workshops as well. Explosives I'm not really fussed about. That can remain off all the time. The paper mill, you can stay on for the minute, because what we'll do is we will add in our windmills. We want to do. Oh, what I need to do actually is run a road up here, so the beavers can actually get up here to build things. Probably help them out a little bit. So there you go. Then I should be able to reach all the areas over here. So if I was put in another set of 3 windmills like that. I don't think you can build that one. No, it's too far away. Okay, well what we'll do is we'll block that there, because then you should be able to reach it. That's not too far away, that's not too far away, so everything's good, just, yeah. Okay. So I think we're at the stage where we just need to, we're stable, we're completely stable. Food is increasing, so we have food coming up, which is nice. The water system is fixed, so I can just sit back and let the game run, and everything will be awesome. Which means there isn't a great deal to do other than wait for things to fill up. So let's enable the wood workshop as well, and the metal workshop. which is going to injure beavers, but that's fine. Yeah, we just need to build the sides, build the metal blocks up, build the treated planks up, the paper, I could probably pause that at some point soon, but yeah, and then planks and gears we need to build up as well. Yeah, it is just literally going to be a case of waiting for things to be built. 16, 16, 18, 16. So we've got plenty of power up there, and then we've got 16, 16, 12, 16 there. And I can make that deeper as well if I wanted to, but we don't really need to. It's fine. It's fine. So I think I'm going to leave this one here. Or am I? How long have I recorded for? 40 minutes. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the game running, and then we will come back. I'm not going to edit anything. I might just pause this once the mills are made and we're full up on paper. I might just pause the paper mill. That's going to be it. The rest of it, I'm just going to sit back and I'm just going to let it go. Let it do its thing if we can. Why were you not pumping out bad water? We've used up all our bad water. Uh-oh. Probably be fine. It's probably just because of the drought, and we obviously started using it because we enabled the centrifuge again. So yeah. It also looks like these windmills are actually charging the batteries during nighttime, and then during the day we're not using enough power to actually drain them down. So this is working well. This is indeed working well. The folktails also do have the bad water rigs, which will allow us to seal off a bad water source and actually constantly get bad water out of it. But there's no sources that are by themselves. That's got 2 in there, so we'd have to build 2 of them, and it's a long way to go. And I think we'll just deal with the bad water pump. It should be able to keep up as soon as the stuff comes back in again. I could also put in some levees in here to just make sure the bad tide flows into here, so he's always got space to pump out things. Or could we come to the end and maybe seal this off over here? Let's put that project in, and then I'm going to leave it and come back, and then we will hopefully, the plan would be to finish. We can also get access to this metal over here. That's pretty useful. The plan would be to finish off our thing here. So yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. So I'm going to levy off at the end here. Does it really matter? Yeah, the more you have, the better you can pump out. So levy off. Then we'll just do dams on the top because we can. Why not? And let's put in a double platform there. Let's run a road along there like this. And I'm going to just destroy the scrap metal. Can I destroy the scrap metal? Nope. Delete rubble. Demolish buildings. No. Okay. We need to actually harvest that. Okay. Scavenger flag. Go in there. Boom. Scavenger flag's over here. Pause. Need to focus on that one down there. Okay. Nice. Right. Okie dokie. So we should be back in a bit. It's going to be a while for me. I'm just going to leave it running, and I'm probably going to go to work. So it's going to be running for 8 hours. So I'm going to slow it down to 3 or 2 times speed or something, I think, so it doesn't super flash over too fast, and then we'll leave it going. So we shall be right back for you, and then we shall build our wonder. And for me, it's going to be a couple of hours, I think. So see you in a minute. Okay, so I know someone in the comments is going to mention this already, but the bad water pump cannot share a space with a sluice. It actually blocks it off. That's why it's not pumping anything. It can't reach down to the bad tide. So this whole blocking this off here is irrelevant. So let's delete that, come in with a levy there, make this the highest priority. It's not reachable. Right, can you just build out of here? Make this the highest priority as well. Boom, because that's going to pour our water out, isn't it? So boom. So yeah, there we go. So we'll you're going to pour the water out. That's fine. Come build this, then come build this, and then we can carry on. So so this is just going to be sealed off at this end here, which is fine because no bad tide should ever come down here again to block up and cause problems. So okay, there we go. Boom. Nice. Now you can pump away. Beautiful. So, windmills are going. Yep, I still haven't managed to get that put in there yet to blow that up, but that's fine. So we'll be back. We will now actually be back in the future. And welcome back. It has been 8 hours for me, a few moments for you, and I think it was on cycle 21, so 19 cycles, 18 cycles, 19, 20. It's been a long time. It's been a long time for the beavers. Yeah. I did do a few things between that. Nothing. I didn't do any actual game. All I did was I added a storage here for gears, storage here for treaty planks, and storage there for metal blocks, which is not full. Why are you not full? Oh yes. Oh yes, because you guys obviously have run out of metal, which means you down here run out of metal as well. Yes, you have. Okay, get rid of those. Cool. So, yeah. Okay, so we have, it's 1500. We have 1669. Awesome. We have enough resources to make the wonder, which is fantastic. I do want to shut down our industry. May seem a little weird. Shut down the industry, shut down the observatory, shut down that and that. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. Shut down all the industry. That's fine. 12 beaver spare because we want to build. So let's unpause this. We want to build it, which means we need to get more builders going. So let's get a builder's hut, which can give us more. Boom and boom. There we go. Up the priority of those so they get one in there. So that's going to be 8 builders. We've got 8 spare beavers. Okay, I'm going to put another one in as well in case we get another set of beavers in. So let's super speed up time there, but I'm going to put those in. And then we can have more builders doing things because, yeah, because we get more beavers coming up. I don't know how many. We've got 9 kits growing up. So, yeah, we will have more adult beavers soon-ish. So that'll be fine. But to be honest with you, I think we could probably do with another. Let's put another one in as well, shall we? Let's do that. Doop. There you go. Okay, and then you will have less beavers than you, but it's fine because we've got loads of kits growing up. So, wrong button. So, let's put in our monument. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Competent over there. That'll do. Boom. There. Bop. There you go. Still got 85,000. We could build everything. So, yeah. And then our beavers can get to working on this and get going with it, which is awesome. So I think we are going to let this build. I'm not going to put the camera into swirly mode. I have slowed it down so it's much slower now, but if I speed up the camera, that would be a bit weird. So I think we're just going to set the camera kind of like this. Boom. And we're just going to let them go. And we shall be back once this has been constructed. And here we have it, almost ready to go. I did actually have to re-enable the paper mill because it requires paper. And it's done. We got 500 paper. Woohoo! Okay, so we are actually ready to launch. Ready to launch and go and do all the things we need to do, which is fantastic. fantastic. I don't know if you need the 10 workers in this, because they don't actually send beavers out. I think this is just for carry stuff. I don't think it needs 10 beavers working inside it all the time. Like, it's just purely to go and pick up the stuff. So you can have one beaver and it will go and pick up stuff and that'll be fine. But we are done. We are sorted. We are ready. We are fantastic, which is awesome. Because the next time we come back and play will be something a little bit different. It'll still be a speed run on a map, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So this has been fantastic. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's a lot quicker. Technically longer because of the cycles, but that's because I left it for a long time. We could probably get away with maybe 25, 30 cycles if I'd have been here for it, but I just let it run. It's fine. It's fine. It just took some longer to do. I like this. I like this. I think I've done this before in the canyon. I'm sure I've made this a reservoir before in the canyon, but it works really well. Everything is fantastic. So happy, happy days. So all we have to do is launch this and we win the day. So push the button and away we go. Simply fantastic. And there we are. There we are. Awesome. 869 days passed, 792 beavers born, almost 100,000 water, almost 43,000 trees cut, so, and 23 teeth broken. That's pretty good. No bots though. No bots. And only 11 dynamite. Ooh, nice. But yeah, we have now completed this map as well, which is fantastic. So we shall leave this one here, and we shall come back next time. The things I was saying are going to change is that Timberborn 1.0 has just been announced. It's on the experimental branch, so it's still in testing, but I'm going to give it a go. So I think the next map we're going to do will in fact be one of the brand new maps for 1.0. I will still aim to get the wonder done in it, but we're going to take our time with it a little bit more. So yeah, because I want to give it a try. So we shall leave this one here and come back next time. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.